Okay, hi YouTubers and my people on Facebook. Okay, so I wanted to do a video about a couple of things that I was, kind of had on my mind and some products or whatever. So I just got back from the store and I got that's Gas X Thin Strips, extra strength. Yeah, a lot of people said to get the strips because it's, they just kind of melt away and you ain't gonna worry about like swallowing or trying to crush up a peel. So yay, Walmart had these. They was expensive. It was after taxes, $5.41. Gas X is expensive. So anyway, back on. Also, tonight I gotta start my little dial soap washing everywhere. Got me some dial soap. Smells really good. It's like spring water. Really smells pretty good. So anyway, that's my soap. This next thing is I've never heard anyone talking about it, but I ran across it and thought that it might be an okay thing to get. I know that the doctors want us to drink a lot so we don't get dehydrated, but if you are somehow feeling maybe groggy or like dehydrated, maybe you're not getting as much fluid as you thought you were getting. So like I ran across this. This is like Pedialyte, but it's an off-brand. It says pediatric electrolytes, and like it's from the Dollar Tree. And I was reading on the ingredients. There's no sugar or anything in this, no carbs, whatever. So if I thought, if I'm feeling groggy or dehydrated and didn't get all of my fluid, that maybe I could like substitute like a little 1 ounce cup of that in between all of my water, and maybe that would be okay. Like I'm gonna run it across my doctor before I try it. I then thought about Gatorade because of, staying hydrated. The Gatorade is chock full of calories and sugar, so the Gatorade was a no-go. Like, the Gatorade would probably cause dumping afterwards, and I don't even want to go there, don't even want to chance that. So, anyway, just an idea. Again, Dollar Tree has these. They're sort of like Pedialyte, just an off-brand, but, just a small bottle, just something to try. Have on hand in case, you might need it. I don't know. I just want to be prepared. It looked like a thing to have, so just want to be prepared. Like I said, I got my gas strips because I don't want to deal with gas neither. Got my soap right now, even though I'm filming. This is my blender bottle. It's got a little metal thing in there. It blends all my protein up. It actually comes with a bottom piece that's got a peel container in it and a compartment where you can put a full scoop of protein powder to take with you on the go. This is the chocolate Body Fortress protein powder with sugar-free pudding mixed in and 8 ounces of water. That's all it is. I've been sipping on that. Okay, now that's on the products that I just went and got or whatever. Like my surgery is Monday. Got to be there at like 9:45. So I'm a little bit nervous about all that. And tomorrow, like I said, I'd actually done a video earlier. The camera didn't work. So I was saying in that today was my last day of my liquid diet. And that tomorrow and Sunday is a clear liquid only. Yep, Maddox just wanted to come lay with me. That's alright, you can lay with me. That Saturday and Sunday is just clear liquids only. And then obviously, Sunday it says on my paper, nothing past midnight. Eat or drink, no gum, no nothing. Speaking of my paper, like, they give us these papers, and like, it's front and back full of just instructions of what to do, what not to do. Then of course we have our binders. This particular paper, it talks about the day of the surgery. Don't eat or drink, after midnight. Don't chew gum or your surgery could be postponed for 2 hours. Now, I'll elaborate a little bit on that. Do not think it's okay to put a Tic Tac in your mouth. If you're going in for surgery, do not put gum, a mint. Don't even use that little, like, it's sweet breath, basically. It's like a little tiny bottle. You squeeze a drop on your tongue. It's like liquid breath mint. You don't even use that. Don't brush your teeth. Like, they said you could, like, slosh your mouth out with, like, some rinse and then spit it out. But, like, don't swallow any toothpaste. Don't use mints or gum or breath, any type of anything that could go in your mouth that might have something in it that you could swallow that might cause an effect with the anesthesia. Like, you don't want that. So anyway, also they will put me in what they call pre-op holding. And that's where you get your gown on, they do your vital signs, they look for IVs, do an IV starter thingy on you, Talk to the anesthesiologist, I'm sorry, I said that wrong, it's been a long day. And then talk to Dr. Johnson, who is my surgeon. Okay, back to the IV thing. I have no IVs. Listen at me. I have no veins. I am so crazy today. I don't have any IVs. Of course I don't. I'm not a nurse or a doctor or a hospital. I don't have IVs. Okay, so anyway, I don't have any veins. I have no veins at all. So every time they want to try to put an IV in me, it is a very long, painful process. We're talking like, got people over here looking, and people over here looking, and possibly in my legs. Like, it's bad. So I'm really, really nervous about having to go in and do an IV because half the time they can't get it. So they're calling people from like the preemie section to come down and work on me. I mean, it's bad. So anyway, when I went in to get the scope run down my throat back in June, they ended up not being able to find an IV, or being able to get an IV in me. I keep calling it an IV. I'm tired. Okay, a vein. They could not find a vein to put the IV in. There we go. So what they did was on this wrist right here, they numbed all the way around with another needle, mind you. I got poked like 6 or 7 times, then got poked with the IV needle. It was painful. And then, like, they numbed this whole area and then stuck the IV in there, like, sideways. It was kind of gross and really painful. But that was how they got the IV in me. So, that tells you, like, there's basically nothing to choose from. Getting blood out of me, that's not that bad. But getting an IV in me, it's kind of bad. So I hope that they have someone who knows what they're doing, someone who works well with small veins, because that's my problem. Okay, moving on. Now that I've vented about my IVs and my veins, let me just quote that. Okay. Also, another beef that I have with the hospital, I'm going to go ahead and get this off my chest. I have a beef with the hospital. Like, I don't know what their deal is, or what is, I don't understand the purpose of it. Like, they want me to go back there in pre-op holding and be alone for like an hour, maybe longer, before they wheel me back to the operating room, and they don't want me to see my family or friends or anything like that. Like, that's going to irritate me. Like, I need to be able to talk to my people. Like, that's my people. I need to be able to see them and talk to them before they wheel me back and lay me on an operating table where I could die. And I know that sounds a little dramatic, but I'm a dramatic person. Like, I mean, honestly, and it is the truth. It is a complication that could happen. I guess death ain't really a complication, it's just you dying. But the point is, like, it could happen. And I would like to be able to see my family and friends and tell them bye-bye just in case something happens. And I know I'm a worrywart, and that's all right. But I'm going under the knife to have a serious surgery, okay? Like, it is serious. So anyway, now that I've vented about that. Oh, and then, also, not only can I not see them during this whole little getting ready for the surgery, I can't see them after the surgery either until I get wheeled up to my room. That's another hour, probably. So I'm going to be laying there all like, woo, out of it, trying to be like, where's my people? So, yeah, that irritates me. That makes me wonder what's the purpose of keeping someone isolated from their friends and family during such a time in their life. Okay. Also, okay, so day one of post-op. Basically just talks about, they'll do an upper GI test. Not really digging that either. I watched a video on YouTube about a lady that had hers done, and I don't know why the TV is squealing like that. Hold on. And we are having some technical difficulty here on Channel 3. Thanks for watching. Hold on, peeps. So anyway, basically, I'm nervous about that because she said we had to drink this really nasty stuff. I don't know. Just kind of going by what she said. Yeah, it's to check to see if there's any leaks or anything going wrong, basically, in your body. So, yeah, we're, gotta have that. Gotta have a GI test done, maybe. Don't know. And then after that, once I'm able to start drinking, they want me to have these little tiny, medicine cups where you drink 1 ounce every 15 minutes. And then, I gotta mark it down. And I have to have, 64 of them a day. And I gotta keep them wrote down. So, that's gonna be challenging. That's a lot. I don't even drink that much. But, yeah, just kind of venting a little bit about my doctor's stay and all that at the hospital. But anyway, earlier I said this is my last day of my liquid diet. I am so glad. Tomorrow and Sunday, that'll be alright because it'll be clear liquids, which broth and water, things like that. I can do that. No big deal. But I cheated a little bit. I want to be honest. These videos are about honesty, to kind of help and guide other people. There's no point in lying about it. If other people are going to be watching this, I don't want to mislead anyone or have, give them the wrong impression. I'm human. I made a mistake, and I did cheat on this liquid diet. I'm not going to lie about it. I did it. But the thing is, I didn't cheat horribly bad. I could have eat solids from day one of this liquid diet up to today, and I didn't do that. There was a couple times where I might have had some baked Cheetos puff thingies. I don't know what they're called. I had maybe 10 or 12 of those at a time. And then I had last night, I had I don't know, I guess it's a little steak burger type thing. It was just on some bread with a half a piece of cheese and a little bit of ranch. I don't know, I don't even eat ranch that often, but I think I was craving it for some reason. And I didn't even eat all of it. My dog ate the majority of it. I just had a couple bites. But I did eat the hell out of those Cheeto Puffs. I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't even eat chips that often. But for some reason, those baked white cheddar Cheeto Puffs were just straight up awesome. So, anyways, I cheated a little bit. Not bad, but I did. I kind of, here and there nibbled on some stuff. But I'm proud of myself because I did better than I thought I would. The majority of this 2 weeks has been nothing but what was on my liquid diet list. The Greek yogurts, the sugar-free Jell-O, sugar-free popsicles, sugar-free pudding, my broth and my protein shakes. I've done really well. I've done better than what I thought I would do. But there were a few days where I broke down and ate a solid here and there. I didn't even eat a full meal of solids. I might have had a bite of this or a bite of that. But the majority was liquids. And I kind of feel bad that I didn't have enough restraint to, not fully do the liquid thing. But right now, people need to understand that they think that, if you screw up during the liquid diet before surgery, you're going to screw up afterwards. No. That is a complete false scenario. It depends on the person, and it depends on your mindset. Right now, I know that my stomach is fine. Like, I could eat whatever the hell I wanted to eat. Like, I could eat this or I could eat that. It doesn't matter. Like, after surgery, when I go in and I have the surgery and my pouch is real little, and like, the only thing that I'm going to be able to focus on is getting the fluids in. Making sure I'm drinking my little water cups and getting my protein. Like, I'm not going to have no more room in that stomach pouch to even think about food by the time I'm, getting all of my liquids in. And then when I actually get to start introducing food, I'm, again, only going to be able to eat a couple of bites at a time. Therefore, I'm going to know that I want it to be the best that I can possibly get at the time. I'm not going to fill my pouch up with just junk because I don't want to be malnourished. I don't want my hair falling out or to be sick or vomiting or have dumping syndrome. Like that, no, that don't fly with me. I do not like being sick. And if I thought for 1 second that I could not do this, I wouldn't do it. If I thought for 1 second that I had an issue with food to the point where I could not do this, there'd be no way in the world that I would put myself through it because I don't like being sick. I'd like to be punched in the face. Literally, I would let someone punch me in the face than is to be sick and nauseous. I hate being nauseous. There is nothing worse in this world besides being nauseous or throwing up. I hate it. So I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize that. I'm not going to be sick. I'm not going to make myself sick. Like, I want to be healthy. I want to start over. This is an opportunity for me to change my life and give me a tool to help me do that. So, if you're like me and you are on the liquid diet or you're getting ready to start your liquid diet and you might have screwed up or something, don't beat yourself up about it, because once the surgery happens, just know that the most important thing you should be putting in your body is your fluids and your vitamins and your protein. You can do that, then there's nothing else you need to worry about. When I come home, a lot of people have asked me, like, what you're going to do when you come home, or like, how do you think you're going to feel about everything. When I come home, my biggest fear, I think, is going to be trying to get in all the fluids. Like, I'm going to have to train myself to walk around with, like, a cup. Like, this is my protein shake I've been sipping on to try to finish. But, walking around with a cup, like, water, protein, that's going to be my life. And I don't think it's going to be hard. People's like, oh, there's no way I could do that, blah, blah, blah. Really, I didn't honestly think that I had it in me either. I honestly, when I first started this journey, I was like basically blowing smoke. Oh, I can do this, blah, blah, blah. But after I got into it, I'm like, hey, I really could just do this. There's really no problem with me doing this. Like, I think that everything would be okay. Because I have enough strength, I have enough, willpower to say no. I mean, I've quit drinking pop even back in April before I even started my weight loss journey. I made that decision on my own, and I laid off the pop. But then, of course, as time progressed, my body was like going nuts because I was so addicted to it that I started drinking sweet tea, which is just as bad as the pop. I mean, it's like 65 grams of sugar in a sweet tea, just in case y'all didn't know. That is a lot. So I had to wean myself off of that. So by like the time June and July rolled around and I was kind of into it a little bit, I understood more about why we really should watch what we eat and how this surgery is not a fix, it's not a guarantee. It's a tool to help you succeed. It's a tool to help you guarantee that, as long as you do what you're supposed to do before and after, you should be okay. It's about, you can't say, oh, I'll never gain the weight back, because you don't know that. If you don't, like 1, 2, 3 years down the road, you start eating junk again and you start gaining the weight back, then, of course, you're going to gain it back. So, Anyway, just if you're going through this, don't ever say, well, I'm going to get this and it's going to fix me and it's going to change my life and I'm never going to gain the weight back, because I've seen so many videos of poor people who have had to go through this grueling process and ended up gaining their weight back. And it may not necessarily been all their fault, but the point is it happens. You can't say it's never going to happen. It happens. But I want to say that I will succeed. Not that it won't never happen, because I could gain some back. But I want to say, as a person, as me individually, I'm going to work my hardest to not gain it back. I'm not going to put my body through this and put myself through this. I've been through this process. I've started. My first doctor's appointment was on May 29th. And this is June. What's today's date? 22nd? 23rd? Yeah, today's June. I don't know why I'm saying June. I'm sorry, people. January 23rd. Yeah, okay. I told you, it's been a very stressful day. Please bear with me. So yeah, I've been in this for months now, working my way up to this point. And I've lost a total of, I want to say, 39 pounds, right at 40 pounds. When I started back in April, before I cut off the pop and all that, I weighed, my last doctor appointment, it was 267.5. And last time I was weighed, which as maybe a week or two ago, it was 242 point something. And I may have even lost some more, because my clothes are getting looser on me just within the last few days. Just within the last few days, because of where I have, been on the liquid diet and, very, very low calorie intake. But, anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk to y'all and just kind of blow some steam. I'm really nervous and talkative. Obviously, you can tell. Bear with me. Surgery's Monday. Very nervous. I have such great friends and support people around the world. I've got my YouTube people that have commented, been very nice and supportive. My friends on Facebook, very nice and supportive. Thank you to everyone. And just as soon as I can, I'm going to do another video actually after my surgery to just kind of say hi and that I'm alive and made it through it. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.